up, my Aquarius gang? If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back, OG. Take what resonates and leave what does not. For whoever the hell it does belong to, especially if you are new. If you are a cross watcher, be mindful of where you place yourself in the energy. We are just gonna hop back into it. I don't have any excuses for y'all. I don't. Your girl's been very, very busy working on something actually for you guys. I have merch that will be coming out and this shit is going to go crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. My true Aquarius, you'll be able to dive into things, colors and things like that that make you feel good. I know a lot of you are into your fashion, into looking good, feeling good, the whole nine. So I'll be presenting that to you guys here soon. I just told them, like, I can't hold it anymore. I gotta be able to tell them. So that's where we're at with it. We're going to go ahead and clear your energy and we're jumping straight into what it is that we have for you. I do have 2 new decks that I'm honestly so excited to, of course, use with you guys. But before we touch on these decks, we are going to tap into your person's energy and get a feel for where they're at mentally and emotionally. Because I feel like a lot of you are going through some shit with some people, okay? What is it that this person is... Okay. Don't want to see you hurt or struggling. Okay. That is the first card that has popped out. We should, we have should have never let you in showing up as well. And we have side chick or dude, whatever you place, you know, like I said, the energy in line as you need to. But that is what we have as far as leading energy. I'm gonna tell you right now, clearly there was an interference with the situation here. For many of you, there's been an interference with a situation here. I think a lot of you have always stood in your purpose being, I'm comfortable with me. I know exactly what I expect of myself and for myself. And I think in the midst of this connection and this relationship that you built with this person, they kind of started to forget exactly who you were, right? Why they truly start fucking with you in the first place. You hold your ground. You are very firm about what it is that you, again, not only expect, but what it is that you want. And I think a lot of you were expecting a situation to take place differently with a specific person here. But we'll go ahead and dive deep. You know, side chick, weirdo, that's it's not just a common card that just flies out the deck. So I do feel like a lot of you are just kind of like, okay, so when are we going to take accountability for that? Or what is that? You know what I'm saying? Someone has some explaining to do is what we're going to jump into. But we do have a new love deck. I am so excited. Some of you may have seen this deck. Some of you may have not. This is a new deck surfacing for my creatives. But we are going to first tap into the current energy of your person here, okay? We want to tap into the current energy of your person. We want to know exactly what it is that your person is thinking, feeling, what is going on for my Aquarius. We also will tap into signs for more accuracy. You may have these signs in your chart as well. Thank you. Okay, so, Spirit, you are playing with me. We have physical passion. I will say there's no doubt that there is a connection here. I think if someone is trying to play it as if they weren't really into you, or as if, you know, they don't care for the physical, they definitely care for the physical. I think this is a person who wasn't really trying to get physical with you in the beginning because they didn't want the attachment. But when it did happen, you guys kind of fell into this space of like, okay, you know what, like, our connection is a lot deeper than we both want to admit. But I do feel like there is someone who tried to play the situation as if it wasn't really a thing, right? Like, it is what it is. I got the juice and it happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this friend zone isn't working. They did try to friend zone you. I think a lot of you are also really good at friend zoning someone, and someone feels like they would prefer to see what it's like taking the next step with you, but you friend zone them. You already put them in the yeah, no, not for me. And it could be because you're not physically attracted, but they definitely are. This scenario goes and pulls in many different ways, but I feel like when we sum it all together, truthfully, there is someone who would like to move forward with you, right? And this is a person who wishes that they had more of an opportunity, or they could extend time and space to apologize for something that they may have done, something that they may have said, or even how they may have made you feel. Someone took you on a really long journey. Someone took you on this very emotionally chaotic roller coaster mentally. You know what I'm saying? And Aquarius, let's be for real here. We don't have time to go through that shit, right? Like, we don't really like to attach ourselves anyway. So when I attach myself to you, I'm expecting you to know that this is full authenticity. This is really who I am, what I give. And if you're not prepared for this, we don't have to go that extra step or take that extra step, right? So this connection is charged with desire. It's the distance between someone here has definitely made this physical connection a lot stronger. There's definitely someone who has you on their mind constantly, more frequently now than ever before. Even when you guys were talking or had a connection, I think now that there's no communication, this person is often finding themselves daydreaming about certain things that you guys experienced together. It could be possible trips, possible dates, just something that you guys did together. But you friend zone them. And for many of you, you just cut them off completely, right? Like, we don't even have to, it doesn't have to be anything. I think that just is the ripple effect of this person kind of playing you and making you look like the person that was chasing them, right? This is a mess, okay? We want to know, what is your energy with this person? I want to tap more into what is Aquarius energy with a specific person here. And then we'll go ahead and tap into signs and kind of go back and forth on the energy. But what is it my Aquarius are feeling in this moment? Thank you. All right. Well, feeling trapped. I think, Aqua, many of you are like, again, I know what I'm worth. I know my expectation. I know the lifestyle that I'm trying to live in. Someone here gives someone the ick. Let's start there. For the group of you that are just being turned off by something that someone does or hell doesn't do, right? Some way you feel like you're in this too deep to just walk away and kind of ghost the situation like you normally would. I do feel like you are attracted to this person, but for whatever reason, someone doesn't feel like someone is getting it here. I think that you've also taken a step back from a situation based on the fact this person just wasn't getting it in the relationship, and you were almost forcing something to be when in fact it just wasn't the right time. So I do feel I do feel a lot of you are breaking free from a situation, finally breaking free from the mental abuse or narcissistic intention that this person places on you. Someone is just flat out a liar is what I'm hearing. I do feel like there are a group of you who are going through a situation where you've been trying to depart from a person for a while, but some way, somehow they will you in because they do throw a little bit of feel bad for me, you know, sprinkles on top, you know what I mean? And so someone love bombing you is definitely a situation happening here too. Now, we do know that someone has definitely cheated. Now, if you have speculations or your intuition is telling you that someone is out creeping, I'm gonna tell you right now, clarity speaks. You have an intuitive soul, honey. Do not let that pass you up. Now, I am not an advocate for fucked up love. I'm not. I love love, and I love being able to push people in the direction of being able to have some type of maturity when reconnecting and connecting. But in this very moment, Spirit is telling me that you are absolutely not wrong. Someone sneaking off to do things or to have conversations that you just don't feel right about, right? I'm talking about late night text, just random late night conversations, this person texting back real fast and being secretive. I don't know, but it just feels like someone is very, very sneaky when on their phone. Okay, now We do have love lesson coming through. Now, babe, I don't know about you, but this love feels deep, right? And a lot of you could be dealing with a fire sign, whether or not that's, your Aries, your Sagittarius, or your Leo. But I will tell you that there's no doubt for many of you here, a true love connection that just can no longer go further. There's a lot of having to constantly explain yourself. There's a lot of miscommunication in feelings for someone here. But I'm going to switch it because devil plays advocate. A lot of you have recognized that you probably weren't putting in enough effort into this relationship based off of past situations you've been into, right? Someone here doesn't deserve the backlash of what took place prior to them, but I also feel that trust is something that has to be earned. So I feel like a lot of you are in this space with a person where it's like, I don't mind doing this shit by myself, but I absolutely really love you, but you got to be able to make sure you're available to me in a certain way. Kind of creating this agreement with self, but being very open and transparent with this person about how you need to be loved. And if they fuck up, it's kind of like, that's where I draw the line. So here's what I'm going to say. We have a line feature coming through. We have living the dream. Now, many of you are stepping back into your, yeah, this is me energy. Yeah. Hello. I'm hearing Cardi for many of you. It's me. It's a very personal quarter for you. It's a very personal year. It's a very personal, opportunity taking place at this time. And I think a lot of you are getting back into this space of having a lot more confidence in yourself, finally feeling good about your body, finally feeling good about your spirit, finally feeling good about the choices that you're making in the company that you keep. So I think a lot of this has everything to do with you kind of reassuring someone that you actually meant everything that you said. I know that sometimes you ever been in a situation, and this is a real conversation that I'm having with y'all, real quick pause, okay? You ever been in a situation where like you're talking to someone and your shit is going smooth, you got things going on for you, and then you get with that person and all of a sudden certain things start to lack. Money starts to get a little low, and it's not that they're doing anything. It's not that you're even spending your money on this person. It's not that you're even doing anything really, but things just slowly start to depreciate in certain areas where you're like, when I was single and I was kind of flirting with the idea, I was really in a good space. I was telling you things that were really going on for me. I was very firm on goals and opportunities. And then you get with that person and you're like, well, what the fuck is going on? Why do I feel like I'm not able to obtain what it is that I want to do? Now, in many cases, we will call these people energy vampires. But in spiritual spaces, we're going to say that you have allowed yourself to fall out of frequency and be in tune with completely you, right? You have fully allowed your energy to be trapped by someone else. Aqua, you tend to put the focus on other people rather than yourself. So for those of you transitioning back into the space of confidence and you're getting your sexy back, right, is what I'm hearing, like really doing this shit for you. This person that's in your life at some point will feel inadequate if they don't already. There's someone here who mentally needs to get themselves together as well as physically. Now, there's someone trying to keep up with you in a situation, whether that's a friendship or some type of coworker or even your relationship, but there's someone trying to keep up with you in the sense of we match the same lifestyle and we have the same goals. This is not true. I think that there's someone pretending to be a lot more above a situation than they really are. Now, you are going to be attending quite a few different events, Aquarius. You are going to be attending quite a few different lounges, parties, get-togethers, birthdays. There's going to be some things that you are invited to where when you show up, yes, all eyes on you. Now, we have false connections showing up and we have honeymoon phase. For many of you, you are probably into something that is fresh and new, right? You're dating someone that kind of gives you butterflies and this shit feels real good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Love that for you. But I will say, pull back, Aquarius, for just a second. This is clarity for those of you in that bracket that you being in this space of, oh my God, this is so nice, this is beautiful, euphoric, let me just unfold for this person because it just feels too good to be true. Many of you need to understand that there are a lot of people who are just looking for a good time. Now, I'm not saying that someone is using you here, but I'm saying that I know a lot of you can be hopeless romantics. Now, a lot of you may also be intertwined with a person where this is their energy, okay? If they were the person with a side chick or side, side person, okay, this person could just be easily swayed. Maybe this person is a major flirt. But I will say either way, someone here is getting some false information on a situation moving forward, or just the true intention from someone. Now, I don't think you cutting this person off, whoever this is, right? This person definitely feels like a past person coming through for many of you. This is someone who doesn't give a fuck that you're in a relationship, because there's a couple people who actually, have made it very clear. It doesn't matter what your situation is. They're always going to have some type of access to you or leave the door open for you if that's what you would want to do. Now, you got that pull like that, but I do feel like a lot of you are wanting something genuine and something pure, okay? We talk about you getting out of this very hermit-like space where you're trapped in your shell. In Aquarius, we know that we can get like that. I'm an Aquarius myself. For those of you that are completely new, I know that when we are not motivated or we're not into something deeply, heavily, right, we tend to close ourselves in. We can go out and socialize and have a good time, but we still find a way to be in our shell and disconnected. Now, when I say that I'm heavy on you guys getting out of this space, you have to know that you are the shit. And that's the way that I'm hearing it. You have to know that you, no matter what, are stepping into a new world, a new space, a new life that you have projected in your mind for so long. It is now becoming your reality. So the question is no longer maybe, okay? We are finally putting things into introspection and getting out of corruption. I feel like with this energy being in the reverse, you're going from, oh my God, this is too much, or I'm not doing enough, to actually getting out of that space of fear and allowing yourself to just flow. If you're someone who's looking to do some type of content creation, you have your own business, you're connecting with big people and big names, right? Sitting at large tables, you're now seeing yourself in this space where it's like, I'm exactly where I need to be. Things will start off slow. Now, business is changing for a lot of you, okay? You get out of this hermit space, family and friends still acting weird for many of you. I feel like a lot of you have definitely cut so many people off, especially within family off, right? There's a mother figure, someone who's trying to reach out to you to get a hold of you because they've seen you somewhere. They're acknowledging that you're in a position that may be able to help them. Very needy energy, okay? But I do feel like you've been dealing with a lot of needy people in general in your life. No one really stops to ask anyway if Aquarius is okay, because we already give leading energy, right? But if you're dealing with an Aquarius, if you're someone who's dating an Aquarius, or you have Aquarius in your chart, you're going through this very nostalgic energy of, I've been here before and I know what I'm capable of. It's almost like you have this superpower that you're just now getting acquainted with, okay? We have the 10 of Swords coming through and we have the 9 of Swords. Now, baby, I love these together because this has everything to do with air, right? This has everything to do with you being in your actual element. Many of you have been backstabbed. There have been simple endings, right? Like endings you should have ended a long time ago, but somebody finally showing you who they are and their truth. I do feel like a lot of you are finally releasing. Like I said, we're finally letting go of feeling trapped, okay? This is very heavy on no more nightmares or anxiety or despair. Many of you were going through a very cruel situation. Some of you been abused. Again, whether that abuse has been physical, mental, or emotional. Abuse is abuse, and this is coming from a person that you genuinely loved, right? Someone you thought would never really do these harmful things to you. You've changed the game on how you perceive yourself, which now pushes a different energy upon everybody else. For those that thought that they could walk all over you, they are now shaking in their fucking boots, is what I'm hearing. There are a group of people that I feel taunted the idea of you ever becoming something or someone, right? So now you are having to move in a way where it's like, yes, there's limited access to me because this is where I'm going and I can't be stopped, right? Like I won't allow anything to interfere with me. Now, when we talk about family and friends, there are a lot of people who, there's a lot of chatter going on. There's a lot of people who feel like you owe them something, but I do feel like there's a person who comes back as if you owe them an apology, right? This is a person who's wanting to take credit for something that you actually pursue in life. Absolutely not. Now we have lack of growth and carelessness coming through. This would have been in the Three of Pentacles energy. Someone not the best with money. This person is so upset with themselves for not being able to obtain the money in order to keep up with the lifestyle that they so falsely project, you know, onto themselves in front of other people. There's someone who's always making it like they have all this shit going on, but in reality, they're struggling. This has nothing to do with you. I think that you deserve to be up. You deserve to be in this good headspace. A lot of you are asking for something that is going to be of value. Some of you looking to extend your family, working in this moment with your partner. It's been a very emotional ride for someone here, having lost something or someone so valuable and loving to them. But I feel like you're coming out of a very almost like claustrophobic space, in that sense, someone in a very small space looking to expand. Okay, there's a lot of movement taking place here, and I can say your 2026 Aquarius looks very adventurous. Your 2026 is looking very I stand on business times 10 and don't play with me. Like that has been the energy we've been leading up to, because this was a very emotional ride for many of you, and this was also a very connected turning point in relationships and how you handle yourself and what you expect and how you communicate. Like communication has been the topic for some quarters now. So we get into the 10 of Cups energy. This is you saying yes to being a little more emotionally available. Now we do have water showing up. We have Pisces energy showing up as well. As well as Cancer. Okay, we are trying to figure out where things stand with a person. Now we go all the way back to the person in the beginning of your read. We go all the way back to this person. We talk about this person knowing per usual that they fucked up, but they are starting to figure out that their ego has been set way too high because you were the only one who stood out without forcing it. You were the only one who genuinely made them feel like everything you said and the things you guys discussed and the life that you talked about was actually truth, and they felt like this is something that they really wanted to be a part of. When you spoke, I'm talking about such a deep energy into them. It motivated them by just saying the little of little things, right? So we now have mixed singles coming through along with lingering ex. Now, babe, how many of you can honestly say that you've tried to warn somebody else about this person? Random as fuck. I know that your person is a player. I feel like your person just feels like they got it like that. And I don't even think that they're as cute as they think they are, but you find them to be attractive. So that is what matters. Okay. We'll put it like this. When I say that this person is not over you, this person is not over you. You were about to start seeing this person at events, at street, or, you know, crossing each other in the street. This person is literally going to end up in the same rooms as you. And it could be based on a talent or business that you both have, some type of career that you both share. But I will say that it starts to get a little heated because this person is still attracted to you and still obsessed with just the energy that you have. Okay. So this is really you having to make a decision about the level of communication that you want to have with this person, but whether you're still talking or just secretly hoping an ex is impacting this connection and it's unfolding. So for those of you that are in relationships or looking to pursue a connection right now, there is someone who has been following just your journey from afar, right? They've been peeping every little thing that it is that they can, or every little thing that it is that you do, and they have been trying to figure out the best way to approach you. I even think that there's someone here who is purposely looking to stumble into you, like figuring out what you have coming up, what you're into, so that way they can ironically just be in the same space. I would say be mindful of third-party energy too, right? I still didn't forget about this sneaky one in the back, right? I do feel like there's someone who will claim they didn't know a situation was a situation, but in fact, how did you not? How did you not? Don't you find it funny that when you get into a relationship, that's like a magnet for people to just want your person or want you at the time? We have to, you know, of course, take accountability in situations and learn who the common denominator is in many cases, but no one can say that they didn't know a situation was taking place. Communication already sucks between you and someone here, right? And I do feel like constant conversations are rising because people really want to know, what is it that I can do to be better for Aquarius? Now, I do feel many of you are afraid to love anybody else after a specific connection here. I do feel like a lot of you have gone through the craziest situations, and you are just wanting some sense of comfortability. You once seen yourself as somebody's ride or die, right? You see yourself as a person who would never even leave that person's side, even as a friend, but someone really did make it hard to trust again. So you find yourself having this lock on your heart, right? And I do feel like a lot of you are making it a process to actually get connected with someone here. Your natural guard is up, Aquarius, and I'm not here to tell you to break it down, but I will say you have to be available to yourself even in this moment of distress. So many of you are going through such a difficult time with a breakup or a loss or some type of just disconnection. You're not allowing yourself to connect with yourself. You're blocking personal love as well. You're blocking that personal connection. So I will say that there's always a beautiful beginning to a chaotic ending, and that is, of course, you going through this process of emotion, feeling what it is that you feel. You don't owe anybody any explanation or an apology. I think that there are quite a few people who realize now, even though it's too late. And with this new beginning, I think you continue to learn a lot. Now, Aquarius, I loved this reading. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm super excited to see what new journeys you guys take on and what you guys will release in order to grow. It is very uncomfortable, as we know, to grow, right? Like, in order for you to reach new heights, you have to get out of certain patterns and you have to leave certain things behind, but you guys make it happen. If you would like a personal reading, I am doing a special because we are approaching the end of the year. And I'm just like, I want to connect with a bunch of you so that way we can gain clarity before the end of the year in a new quarter. We're jumping back into quarter one within a new, cycle. So we are doing $65 30-minute readings. We're doing $150 for an hour. Now, I'll tell you right now, I'm only connecting with the divine, so I truly understand for those of you that do want to take your time, but I pride myself on being as, intuitive as possible. If you're not ready, you're just not ready. But for those of you that are ready, make sure you hit my inbox on my Instagram at @TheKiaAmore, so that way we can tap into what it is that you should expect within love, career, and personal life. Otherwise, I hope to see you guys all here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so that way you're notified every single time that I do post a video. Become a part of the family. Do not be shy. We get straight to the point. I'm here and available, and we're back with another video here soon. I love you all. Bye.